Hey everybody, welcome back to Book Brain. We are going to be talking about a movie today actually instead of a book, but it's a book that I'm working on reading. If you watched my last video, that goes over all the books that I am working on reading, but yeah, we're going to talk about the Chaos Walking movie. So this would be better if you've already read the series so you kind of know what I'm talking about with it. But yeah, my review of that movie was not great. It was okay. Things that I liked about it. We'll start with that. I liked the cast. They seemed like they were good. I liked how they, like the universe, like the scenery and stuff was good. Like the backgrounds and everything like that, and how they lived was good. I also thought it was a little bit weird because I hadn't thought about it when I was reading it as much, how their houses and stuff like that are built out of spaceship parts, and it shows that in the movie, which was actually good because then it's oh yeah, they came from a different planet, and so that was good. I like Tom Holland. He's good. He's always good in movies, and that's kind of it. Yeah, it was not great. I didn't like the dog that they had as the pet dog, Manchi, because I always pictured him as more of a golden retriever kind of thing, because that's the dog that I have. So it's different from what you imagine it. So it's not necessarily bad, but it's just different. And then yeah, the story though, it was not great, and I'm so annoyed because, from my knowledge, the screenplay was written by the author of the books. And if I was going to write a screenplay about my book series that was fantastic, I wouldn't butcher it, because the entire story just goes off the tracks. There's going to be spoilers in this, so just, if you're not ready for those, just maybe pause and come back when you've watched the movie. But okay, so yeah, he goes and he finds Viola in the book. He finds her, and she is in the woods and everything, in the swamp area. In the movie, she shows up at his house and is stealing food and everything, and then that just throws the whole thing off. Another big part of the movie was different from the book is that in the movie, Todd kind of idolizes the mayor and is not totally oh yeah, I'm gonna do whatever he says or whatever, but he kind of is oh, I want to make the mayor happy and make him proud and stuff, versus you don't really ever get that feeling from when you read the books, because in the books he's kind of yeah, this mayor is kind of crazy and stuff. So that was totally different. And then it kind of sets the scene of in the movie, Todd kind of turns Viola over to the mayor and then rescues her, whereas in the books, right off the bat, Todd is okay, yeah, it's kind of freaky situation and everything, but generally I feel he isn't pro Mayor Prentice, right? So that was kind of annoying, because then it's well, that's not really how his character is at all in the book. So that was a big thing that bugged me. And then they go to the one town, and in the movie they had this the mayor can do mind control, and he mind controls these townsfolk to go hunt Todd and Viola. And in the book you can't do mind control, which you can use they have where you can hear your thoughts. You can use that to manipulate people a little bit, but it's not you're possessing them with your thoughts and saying go attack these people. And also they didn't really touch on that whole situation of the noise and what it is. And they also had nothing about any of the aliens that live there, which is a huge part of the book. And the whole third book, and probably even a bit of the second, I think, have a whole bunch of stuff with the aliens there. So yeah, it's just like totally different. A lot of stuff was left out, and it was really a sad excuse for a movie adaptation of a book. Yeah, so they don't talk about the aliens at all. You see like one. They don't talk about how becoming a man in the town means you have to kill somebody. They don't have the whole situation where Todd is like struggling with killing things, because that's like his whole thing, which is like the whole problem with becoming a man. In the movie, he like just like kills his horse after it breaks its leg, and it's like no big deal. Versus in the book, he's like really struggles with like killing things, and he like, that's a whole big part of his personality, is like he can't kill. And then in like the movie, it's just like, oh, my horse broke its leg, gotta kill it. And then he kills maybe a spackle or something else. I don't remember what else he killed, but it was just like, okay, so that's like out the window also. How it ends is they like find this crash landed spaceship or whatever from years ago, and Viola is like, oh, there's like an emergency transmitter in here that we can just use to call my ship down and it's fine. Whereas in the book, she's like, there's this like disease that goes around and kills women, from Todd's knowledge, so I need to like leave, and I need to tell my ship not to come here because all the women are gonna die from this like disease. Anyways, it's just like, I don't know. Overall, like a 1 out of 10 for that. It was just so different from the books, and it's not that like, you know, specifically it was the acting or anything, it was just the whole storyline. The entire storyline just was like a completely different story. Like, don't base it on the book if you're not actually gonna follow what the book does. So yeah, in the movie, they're just like, oh yeah, like, I just want to bring the ship down, and then they just bring the ship down, everybody lives there and all happy and everything. Versus like in like the book just has like so much more complex situations that go on, and it's a lot more interesting, and they really could have done such a good job with it. Also, one thing I didn't totally like, and I don't know if I haven't heard if other people really liked it either, is about how they did like the noise, like, which is like their thoughts and stuff. They had it as like this purple like stuff that goes and shows up around your head, but I don't know if that was like the best way they could have done that. And they also made it kind of different, like you could like see pictures and other people's noise versus seeing the image from their thoughts as their thoughts go into your brain, which I get you can't like show what somebody's thinking in their head, so you have to kind of show it visually. But it was just like, I don't know, I didn't like how you could like, it had like pictures of things floating through the air. I think they just should have like left that part out, and then like flashbacks or something for showing like scenes or memories of stuff. Overall, that part wasn't horrible, but just like not the, I don't know. Anyways, I probably will not watch that movie again because it was so bad, and I will continue to read the books and pretend that that movie does not exist and live in my peaceful world of happiness where movies don't destroy book series. And yeah, that is what I will be doing. But so my next video will be reviewing the book of the Chaos Walking, the first book. It's called The Knife of Never Letting Go, so I'll be reviewing that in my next video. But in the comments, let me know if you have read the books or just watched the movie, or both, and what you thought of the movie and things you did or didn't like about it, because I would like to see what other people thought about it. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye.